Hi. Today is the day. Is it today? 11th of December. And today I had my appointment with Dr. Beanie at Leeds Gender Clinic. The point of that was for my gender recognition paperwork to be filled in. From the clinical point of view, he had to write a report. My GP has done one. My declaration in court has been done. I've gathered all the evidence that they require, and so tomorrow I can toddle off to the post office and get it sent off. So it's been a very productive day, because at the same time Dr. Beanie did my referral for full hysterectomy. So that will also go off at some point this week to my surgeon of choice. Funding's already in place, so it will be a case of meeting with them, seeing them, just sitting on the waiting list. So it's been a very, very productive day, and to be honest, a lot of the little stresses that I've had have very quickly just disappeared today. Because the gender form, this is it here, and it has just caused me so much stress and so much anxiety that it's just unbelievable. It's not the easiest of forms to understand, even with all the notes that you can download with it. And just the stress of getting it right, because it's that whole, if you get it wrong or it's not accepted, you've got to wait 6 months and you've got to reapply, and it's just got very stressful. So that kind of disappeared today, which was nice. So fingers crossed, the early part of next year, of 2013, I'm going to be able to change my birth certificate and start planning our wedding properly, which would be nice. January I see my chest surgeon. Well, I actually see him on Monday, and then in January, February time, my nipples, I should be having them done, which would be nice. And then so 2013 is going to be a very busy year, between changing my document, my name, and my top surgery, the second part of that being done, probably hysterectomy next year as well. So it's going to be a busy year. But it does mean that by the time we come to September 2014, when Liz and I get married, everything will be done. Everything that should be done will be done, and it will be normal. And I don't like the word normal, but I get to marry Liz as Billy, as a husband, the way it should be, and it is the best feeling ever. I just want so much to just now move on, and don't get me wrong, I'm in no way is this a slander. People that go, I'm a trans man, because I am a trans man. I will always be a trans man, but at the same time I want to just be a man. I want to just move forward and be like my brother, like my dad. I just want to move on and live my life, and not have to constantly have to keep explaining myself, or have to keep doing all of that. I want to be able to just move on and live my life and be happy. And once my birth certificate's changed, that will happen easier, because the legalities around keeping it safe and stuff, it just means that I don't have to show documents from before again. They're archived, don't have to do it, and it just means that I can, I'll have a new birth certificate, and I'll just be like everyone else, and it'll be ace. But anyway, so I digress a little. The form itself, for anybody that's wanting to apply, you have to have lived in your role for 2 years. You have to have changed your name for 2 years, and you have to be able to show the documentation that shows that. So they ask for things like bank statements, work letters, utility bills, anything that shows that you've lived in role for that period. You don't legally have, as far as I'm aware, have to have started hormones, but you do have to have lived in role for 2 years, and you do have to be able to show that. And you do have to be able to have 2 medical reports with an actual diagnosis. So you do have to have gone through a clinic or at least a specialist, so that you've got an actual diagnosis of transsexualism, to be able to change your birth certificate here in the UK. The forms, you can find them online. If you just Google gender recognition certificate, the forms come up, the download for it comes up. You can also click on the link and get the forms that come with it to help you fill it in. I would suggest having 2 copies at least, so you can, one that you can fill in and have a practice at, and one that you fill in to send off, because you will make mistakes. That's about my 3rd one, in all fairness, because I'm thick. But yeah, it's one of those. You fill it in, and you then have to make sure that you've done a declaration in the courts. You pay your fee to them and do that bit, and then when you've got everything, you send it off, and a panel of people will look at it. Hopefully you'll have done enough that you don't have to redo it again. They do advise that you at least take photocopies of everything that you send off with it, so just in case you do need to send off a second time. But yeah, so that was the point of my video. I'm, halfway there. A little bit more than halfway there. So actually getting my birth certificate sorted. But yeah, so that's cool. And I will catch you guys later.